Welcome. Tonight is a cozy cabin during a gentle thunderstorm. No sudden shocks, no twists, just slow words and steady storm sounds to help you rest. Get comfortable and let the night soften. You arrive slowly, not rushing, not hurrying, not trying to beat the weather. The road behind you is dark and wet. The air is cool and the storm is already present in the distance. Not loud, not dramatic, just a steady, low atmosphere that makes the whole world feel quieter. Ahead, the cabin waits, a warm rectangle of light in a forest of shadow. A small porch, a wooden door, a window glowing softly like a promise. You step up onto the porch. The boards are damp under your feet. Rain has been here for a while. You can smell it in the wood. You can smell it in the air. A gentle wind moves through the trees. Leaves shift. Branches sway. Everything is calm, even inside the storm. You reach for the door handle. It is cool, solid, simple. You open the door, and the air changes immediately. Outside, the world is open and wet. Inside, the cabin is warm and still. The sound of rain becomes softer, filtered through wood and glass. The storm remains, but it is now a background, a distant layer, a steady texture. You step inside and close the door behind you. The sound of the latch is quiet, final, comforting. You stand still for a moment. You do not move yet. You let your body register safety. Warmth around your shoulders, warm light in your eyes, a gentle stillness in the air. The cabin smells like dry wood and soft heat, a faint hint of pine, a faint hint of something warm like tea or candle wax. You breathe in and you breathe out, in again, out again. Your shoulders lower, your hands soften, your jaw unclenches. Nothing needs to be done quickly tonight. The storm can do what it does outside, and you can rest inside. You move slowly to hang your coat. The fabric is damp from rain. You feel the coldness for a second against your fingers. Then you let it go. You take off your shoes. The floor is smooth beneath your socks. There is a rug nearby, thick and quiet. You step onto it and feel how the softness changes everything. The cabin is simple. A small table, a chair, a sofa with a folded blanket, a shelf with a few books, a lamp with warm light, a window where the rain draws slow lines down the glass. Somewhere, a small heater or a fireplace breathes softly, not loud, just a low warmth. You walk toward the window. Outside, the trees are dark silhouettes. The rain falls in steady threads. The world looks blurred and gentle. A distant thunder rolls, not sharp, not sudden. Just a low sound far away, like a slow drum beneath the night. You watch for a moment, not searching for lightning, not waiting for anything, just noticing the simple truth of the storm. The storm is not a threat right now. It is a sound, a rhythm, a steady, natural background. You turn away from the window. You pick up the blanket from the sofa. It is soft, warm, heavier than it looks. You drape it over your shoulders. The warmth settles. Not dramatic, just enough to make your body feel even safer. You sit down slowly. You do not collapse. You do not sink fast. You lower yourself gently into comfort. Your back is supported. Your legs are still. Your hands rest where they want to. You breathe. In, out, in, again, out, again. The rain continues, steady, even, and you notice something important. Inside this cabin, you are not responsible for the storm. You do not need to track it. You do not need to worry about it. You do not need to hold the night together. The storm will pass on its own, and your only task is to rest. You let your eyes soften, not staring, not forcing, just resting. If a thought appears, you let it be distant, like the thunder far away, present but not close, real but not demanding. A thought comes, then it drifts. Another thought comes, then it drifts. The rain keeps its steady pattern on the roof. Soft taps, soft streams, a constant gentle sound. You feel the blanket on your shoulders. You feel the warmth in the room. You feel the quiet safety of wood around you. And you settle deeper, not trying to sleep, only allowing calm, in, out, in, out. A faint lightning flickers somewhere beyond the trees, not bright, not sharp, just a soft glow that changes the shadows for a moment. Then the cabin returns to warm stillness. You remain calm, warm, safe, and the night begins to feel long and gentle, like it has all the time you need. You breathe again, in, out, and you let the storm stay outside while your body slowly starts to let go. You stay seated for a moment longer, not because you are tired in a heavy way, only because the cabin feels calm enough to make movement unnecessary. The rain continues outside, soft on the roof, soft on the window, a steady sound that does not change much. And somewhere far away, thunder rolls again, low, distant, slow, nothing sharp, nothing close. Just a gentle reminder that the storm is real and that you are safe inside it. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. Then slowly you stand, not fast, not rushed. You let the blanket fall from your shoulders and keep it close, folded in your arms. You walk across the cabin floor. The wood is quiet under your steps. The warm light stays soft. You move toward the small kitchen area. There is a counter, a kettle, a few mugs hanging on hooks, a small jar of tea. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Just simple things that feel comforting. You pick a mug. It is warm from the room, smooth in your hands. You set it down gently. You fill the kettle. The sound of water is quiet, a small stream. Then silence again. You place the kettle on the stove. You turn it on. A soft click, a low hum, and then you wait, not impatient, not distracted, just waiting. Because waiting can be peaceful when nothing is demanding your attention. You look toward the window again. Rain slides down the glass, long, soft lines, drops joining, drops separating. It is almost soothing to watch because it never asks you to think. The kettle begins to warm, a faint whisper of heat, a gentle sound that grows slowly. You open the tea jar. A soft scent rises, herbal, warm, comforting. You place a spoonful into the mug. Then you close the jar again. You do everything quietly, as if the whole cabin is sleeping already and you are moving in that same calm. The kettle reaches a gentle boil, not loud, not aggressive, just ready. You pour the water into the mug. Steam rises softly. You watch it for a moment. Then you stir slowly. One circle, then another, then another. You can feel how the warmth begins to spread through the air. You lift the mug with both hands. The heat is comforting on your fingers. You bring it with you to the sofa. You sit down again. Slowly, carefully, you bring the blanket back over your shoulders, then across your legs, and you hold the mug close. You do not drink immediately. You let the warmth be enough. You let it settle your breathing even more. In, out, in again, out again. Then you take a small sip. Not hot, not too strong, just warm. The taste is mild, simple, easy, and you feel how your body responds to small comforts. The rain continues. The cabin stays warm. The light stays soft. You look toward the fireplace. Even if it is small, it gives the room a center, a quiet focal point, a calm glow. If there is a fire, it crackles softly. If it is a heater, it breathes a gentle warmth. Either way, the room feels held. Outside, thunder rolls again, low, far away, like a slow drum in the distance. It does not startle you. It does not pull you out of calm. It only adds a deeper layer beneath the rain. You breathe in, and you breathe out. The warmth of the mug, the softness of the blanket, the steady rain, the distant thunder. It all fits together. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be added. Your eyelids begin to feel heavier, not forced, just natural. You let them close for a moment, then open again slowly, then close again. A gentle wave, a slow rhythm. You take another small sip, and you set the mug down on the table near you. You do it carefully, quietly, so nothing clinks, so nothing breaks the stillness. You let your hands return to your lap or rest on the blanket wherever they feel most comfortable. You breathe in, out, in, out. The storm stays outside. The cabin stays inside. And inside, everything remains safe. Warm wood, soft light, gentle rain, distant thunder, a calm place to let go. If thoughts appear, you let them drift. You do not hold them. You do not chase them. You let them pass like the shadows outside the window. A thought comes. Then it fades. Another thought comes. Then it fades. And between them there is quiet, more stillness. You can rest in that stillness. You can let it grow in, out. And the cabin continues to hold you softly while the storm moves through the night outside. You stay where you are. The tea is warm inside you now, not in a sharp way, in a quiet way, like a small light that sits behind your ribs. The cabin feels steady. The wood does not creak much. The air does not move much. The light stays soft, and the storm stays outside. Rain on the roof, rain on the window, a slow, even pattern. You breathe in, and you breathe out. In again, out again. Then you shift gently, not because you need to, only because comfort has small rhythms too. You pull the blanket a little higher. You let it settle around your shoulders. You feel the warmth in your arms, in your hands, in your legs. Everything becomes heavier in the best way. You look toward the shelf. A few books sit there, not arranged for show, just placed where they belong. Old covers, soft spines, pages that have been turned many times. You stand slowly and walk over. The floor is quiet under your socks. You reach out and take a book. Any book. It does not matter what it is called. It does not matter what it is about. Tonight, the book is not for learning. It is for softness, for the feeling of paper in your hands, for the calm ritual of turning pages. You bring it back to the sofa. You sit down again, and you rest the book on your lap. You open it somewhere at the middle, not the beginning, not the end, somewhere safe in the middle. where nothing needs to be explained, where the story is already flowing. You read one line, then another, but you do not hold the meaning tightly. You let it pass through you like a quiet breeze. Words can be gentle. Words can be light. They can be there without demanding attention. You breathe in and you breathe out. The rain continues, steady, even, comforting. A distant thunder rolls, low, far away, slow. It feels almost like the cabin is hearing it too and choosing to remain calm. You turn a page. The sound is soft. Paper moving. A quiet whisper. Nothing sharp. Nothing loud. You read another line. Then you pause. Not because you are distracted, only because pausing is allowed. You look toward the window. Rain draws long lines down the glass. The forest outside is dark, but not empty. You can sense the shape of trees. You can sense the depth of the night. A faint lightning flicker appears far beyond the trees. Not bright, not close, just a soft change in the sky for a moment. Then it fades. The cabin stays warm. The lamp stays soft. The blanket stays heavy and comforting. You return your eyes to the book. You read another line, then another. Your eyelids feel heavier now. They close for a moment, then open again, then close again. Like slow waves, you do not force them open. You do not force them closed. You let them move naturally, in, out, in again, out again. You turn another page, or maybe you do not. Maybe you simply hold the book open and let your eyes rest on the page. The words do not need to be understood tonight. The words can be shapes, soft black lines, gentle spaces, nothing that needs effort. You breathe in and you breathe out. The storm continues outside, rain steady, thunder distant, and inside the cabin remains calm. You can feel the safety of thick walls. You can feel the comfort of warm light. You can feel the softness of the blanket, the steadiness of your breath. Everything is simple. Everything is slow. Everything is safe. If thoughts appear, they can drift. You do not hold them. You do not chase them. You let them pass like rain on the glass. A thought comes, then it slides away. Another thought comes, then it slides away. And what remains is quiet, more stillness. You rest in that stillness. You let it expand around you. You let it fill the room, in, out, in, out. The book rests on your lap. The blanket rests on your shoulders. The storm rests outside, and you rest inside, warm, quiet, safe. As the night continues to move slowly through the rain, you do not need to read anymore. The book can stay open, or it can close. Either way, it has done its job. It brought you into softness. It slowed your mind. It gave your hands something gentle to hold. Now you can let it rest. You place the book aside, carefully, quietly, so nothing makes a sharp sound. You let your hands return to the blanket, to your lap, to stillness. The cabin stays warm. The lamp stays soft. The rain continues outside, steady on the roof, steady on the window, a calm pattern, and the thunder stays distant, low, slow, far away. You breathe in and you breathe out, in again, out again. You feel the warmth in the room, in the air, in the wood, in the fabric of the blanket. It is not intense. It is steady, like the cabin has been warm for hours, like it will stay warm as long as you need it. You shift slightly on the sofa, a small adjustment, then stillness again. You let your shoulders sink. You let your neck relax. You let your face soften. Your jaw is loose. Your forehead is smooth. Your eyes are heavy, and your breathing stays slow. In, out, in, out. The rain is still there, not changing, not surprising, just a constant layer of sound. It covers the silence gently. It makes the room feel even safer. The thunder rolls again, soft, far, almost like a deep purr beneath the night. It doesn't pull you awake. It doesn't make you alert. It only adds depth. A low note under the rain, a slow drum far beyond the trees. You allow it. You allow everything, because you are not responsible for the storm. You do not need to watch the sky. You do not need to track the weather. You do not need to predict anything. The storm will pass. When you can rest, you breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. You may notice how your thoughts are changing, less sharp, less detailed, more like drifting shapes. A thought comes, then it fades. Another thought comes, then it fades. And between them there is quiet, more stillness. You can rest inside that stillness. You can let it grow. You can let it expand through your chest, your shoulders, your arms. You feel your arms becoming heavier, your hands becoming heavier, your legs becoming heavier. The blanket feels like a gentle weight, comfortable, safe, holding you down into rest. You let your eyelids close longer now, a few seconds, then longer still. You do not force anything. You do not try to fall asleep. You simply allow your body to do what it already knows how to do. The cabin remains calm. The rain remains steady. The thunder remains distant. And you remain safe inside. In, out, in, out. If you notice the window again, it is only soft shapes. Dark, forest, long rain line, a warm reflection from the lamp. Nothing demands focus. Nothing demands attention. You can let your eyes rest wherever they want, or let them close. The sofa holds you. The air holds you. The night holds everything outside, and inside you let go. More and more, little by little, breath by breath. In, out, in again, out again. Everything becomes slower. Everything becomes softer, and the storm continues to move through the night while you move deeper into rest. You are allowed to be completely still now. The cabin does not need anything from you. The night does not need anything from you. The storm does not need anything from you. Everything outside can happen without your attention, and everything inside can soften. You breathe in and you breathe out. In again, out again. The rain continues. Soft on the roof, soft on the window, steady, even, a constant layer. The thunder rolls far away, low, slow, distant, like a deep sound under the world. Nothing close, nothing sharp, nothing that asks you to react. The warmth in the cabin stays steady. The blanket stays warm. The sofa stays supportive. The lamp stays soft. and your body becomes heavier. Not heavy in a hard way, heavy in a peaceful way, like sinking into comfort, like settling into safety. You breathe in, out, in, out. If a thought appears, it can drift. You do not hold it. You do not chase it. You do not finish it. You let it fade, like a shadow moving across the window. A thought comes, then it fades. Another thought comes, then it fades. And what remains is quiet, more stillness. You let your eyelids stay closed. You let your face stay soft. You let your jaw stay loose. You let your shoulders stay low. You let your hands stay still. You let your breathing stay slow. Are in again, out again. The rain stays steady. The cabin stays warm. The night stays gentle. You may notice the space between breaths. A small pause, a quiet gap. You can rest inside that gap. Breath in, pause. Breath out, pause. In, pause. Out, pause. Everything slows. Everything softens. Everything becomes less important. Tomorrow can wait. The day is done. The storm is outside, and you are inside. Safe, warm, quiet, still. You breathe in, and you breathe out. If you hear the thunder, it is only distant, only low, only slow, a gentle depth under the rain. You do not need to listen closely. You can let it become background. You can let it blur. You can let it soften. The rain is enough. The warmth is enough. The stillness is enough. You are enough. In, out. And with every breath, you drift deeper, not trying, not forcing, just allowing. The cabin holds you. The night holds you. The storm moves past on its own, and you rest quietly, gently, safely, as the rain continues and the world stays soft. You can sleep now. You can drift now. You can let go now. If you'd like more cozy storm sleep stories, you can subscribe. And if this helped you relax, a gentle like supports the channel. Thank you for being here. Good night.